Hello and a warm welcome to your Scotia tarot reading. This is a reading for Taurus for the next 6 months from July to December 2018, and I just really wanted to take a sneaky peek for us all to see what the next half of the year, what the overview looks like, and some of the energies and the challenges and exciting things that are coming up. And certainly for you, Taurus, this next 6 months tells a story, and it really will, I think, change your life quite considerably for the better by the time we get to the end of 2018 and we move into January 2019. So let's start with no further ado, and we'll go through the cards first of all. So we've got the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. And when I first drew these, I thought, oh my goodness, what a time. It's something quite extraordinary. And I think to start with, what's happened, you have really faced for the first sort of 6 months of this year, perhaps a really, really challenging situation, either with an individual or a group of people, and you feel they've let you down. There might be a sense that you feel cheated out of something that's probably rightly yours, that you felt that was yours. One thing that comes to mind certainly was that you thought you were on track for a promotion maybe, and you've been passed along for this, or a partner or romantic partner promised you a financial kind of settlement, or even a joint venture to be together and share money and finances, or, you know, as I say, a settlement if you're going to be separating. But what's happened is the opposite of this, and you're disappointed. You do feel let down, and as I say, it's to a certain extent betrayed by the situation and by the people or person involved. So quite a challenge, I feel, for you for the first half of this year. And the good news is the worst is behind you, and you are starting to feel stronger. You have within you the necessary intelligence, the sense, the strength, the emotional endurance, if you like, to get through this. And through the next month or two, you're going to feel that you grow stronger. And we've got this King of Pentacles here, and even if you don't feel that you are that King of Pentacles yourself, you're not that wise, authoritarian, King Midas type figure who can touch everything and turn it to gold, there are certainly people or a person close to you that can help you, and you can turn to for support. It might be yourself. You might be able to dig deep and find that in yourself, certainly, but there's certainly people or a person who can help you pick up the pieces from whatever it is. You might find a supportive headhunter to look for a new job. You might find that a friend says to you, really, did you know that you could do X, Y, and Z to sort out your situation? There'll certainly be information and support around you now to move you out of this feeling of betrayal and this let down, stuck feeling, so you can start to think more practically about the rest of the year, which is great news. And what you certainly need to make time for in the next couple of months is some rest. We've got this Four of Swords, and I always like this because people get very frightened with swords, and I don't think there's any need to worry about swords. They tell a story like the rest of the cards. It's just that they look pointy and sharp, and we associate swords with, you know, battle. But the Four of Swords always makes me think, good, I can give myself a break and have a rest. So if I see this and I'm reading for myself, I always think, oh, good, time for rest. So this is what you need to do. Don't overthink everything at the moment. Don't try and solve your issues all in one go. Just take some time out. You've been through tough times, and life can't carry on at that pace and that with that level of emotional turmoil, if you like. So certainly over the next 2 to 3 months, I would say, take time for a bit of rest and recuperation. Without that, none of us can get up and carry on in life anyway. We all need that take a break moment, and this is coming up to yours. And part of it is because you don't know what to do next, okay? And you might feel, we've got the 8 of Swords here, and you'll see the ladies blindfolded and tied up. You might feel constricted. You might not know which way to turn. There might be, all these things going on in your head, and you think, I just do not know what to do next. And when you've had a situation which has been emotionally trying, or you've been let down, that can be a real thing that you get mired in, and you just don't know where to go. Your mind goes round and round in circles looking at the why, what if, what. So this is why we need to take this rest to clear the mind. And the rest is really urgent for you, because I've got, as well as the 8 of Swords, I've got the 9 of Swords, suggesting that if you don't take this rest, all these thoughts will drive you round the bend. And give you sleepless nights, and because there's so much going on in your head. So to avoid that, you really need to relax and find ways to relax. You might, if you're super lucky and you can, take a physical break and literally go off on a holiday, or go and stay with a friend, or just get out of your immediate space. Even better, I would say, is if you can learn over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months some relaxation strategies, certainly things like meditation, and walking in the countryside to really unwind, whatever you think would really help you relax, as long as it's not drinking too much, or that sort of, or overeating, or indulging in things that healthily will not make you stronger, but have a negative effect on your health. So take time now. I think really this is the message. You've got the power within you to overcome what's happened, and you will, because we'll see in a minute that you will. But in order to do so really well and manage it, you've got to take some time out and relax and get everything, all your ducks in a row before you move forward. And if you do take that time, choose whatever strategy you need. As we've said, it might be meditation, might be hill walking, it could be swimming, it could be physical activity. It's up to you what your thing is and what you fancy doing. But you'll certainly be able to make time for this, which will be better use of your energy than this constant rumination of what went wrong, what did I do wrong. Nobody did anything wrong. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, or things probably were with your control. So let's stop that. Stop the useless rumination of thoughts. Relax, channel your energy into something good that will make you feel physically and emotionally better. And then what will arise is a much livelier you. And we've got the 2 of Pentacles, and we've got a lovely juggler here. I love this image. And I like to see this as a dual, 2 options. You've got 2 options. And certainly what I'm thinking here, which is kind of coming full circle, rounding up your reading almost, is that 2 options and 2 things in your life to think about. There's the, yes, you need to go and earn your living and make money and all the rest of it to keep life going. But there's also the emotional side, and how you can balance them better. So by the end of the year, I think, because you're going to take some time to recuperate, relax, meditate, slow down, you will start to think, hang on a minute, I want to go into 2019 with a better, maybe a better work-life balance, or maybe a better balance internally, emotionally, and a more balanced me in terms of my week, how I plan a week. It's not all work. There's going to be some really nice relaxing moments in there, some time with friends if that's your thing. And you're going to go into 2019 not just with options of what you're going to do next, but also with an awareness that you're in control, and it's up to you to create a much better balanced life. And I think really 2019 is when you are going to learn how to do this brilliantly, and it will bring you a heck of a lot more emotional satisfaction and peace of mind than the way you've lived in 2018. So really good things to look forward to over the next few months to really get your life into a better place of balance by the time we move into January 2019. So that was your sneaky peek for the next 6 months. I do hope you enjoyed it. I will of course continue with your monthly readings, so we'll get more information in those, and I look forward to being with you again soon. Bye for now.